Hi everyone! In this video, I will be telling you about the International Annual Music by Women Festival, which I organize and direct every year. Today, I will share what happens with planning and logistics of an event of such magnitude in the hopes that it will help you in case you want to organize an event. Now in its sixth year, the Music by Women Festival celebrates the contributions of women composers to classical music historically as well as in the present day. The event takes place over a course of 3 days and there are 15 concerts. Yes, you heard right, 15 concerts, 5 concerts a day during the festival. Between festival concerts, there are academic sessions, and those are lecture recitals and papers, which are presented oftentimes concurrently, 2 or 3 sessions at a time. So to tell you a little bit about what has happened up until this point, the festival planning starts the spring semester a year ahead of the next festival. One of the first things that happens is I apply for a grant for the following year's festival, and the grant is always due March 1st. So I'm actually applying for the grant for the festival as I'm planning the festival that's happening now. It's kind of an interesting process. Later in the spring, I solicit performers who will volunteer to play new music written by composers who submit scores for the festival. And these are all professional musicians who I am so grateful to, because they come from all over the country to volunteer their talents to play new music. So once I know who is volunteering to perform and what their instrument is, I work on creating the festival submissions website. And that website goes live in the summer. And on that website, I have a call for papers, call for lecture recitals, call for performances, and a call for scores the composers submit. And they will then see the list of performers I have available. The submission website accepts submissions from anyone in the world. It is free to apply, and it runs all the way through the beginning of October, at which point the website closes, stops accepting applications. And at that time, the festival is also a peer-reviewed conference. At that time, a committee of professional musicians reviews the applications sent and makes a decision. And notifications about acceptances and unfortunately rejections are sent out in November. And then the participants who have been accepted have from November until December to confirm their participation by registering for the festival and paying the small registration fee of $50. In case anyone is interested in learning about how finances work for the festival, how grants work, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to make a video about that. And all the registration fee goes directly toward the cost of running that year's event. So once everyone has confirmed participation by registering, we now get to kind of the most intense part of festival planning, which is actually programming. And so as I mentioned, we have 15 concerts. This year we have 20 hours of music that we're planning on those concerts. And then we have a plethora of lecture recitals and papers we have to kind of schedule in between the concerts. So this is a very daunting task, because I aim to make each concert program very eclectic. There's historic music, there's new music. It is also diverse in terms of instrumentation. You may have a flute sonata, you may have a work for saxophone and electronics, you may have a solo piano piece, a string trio, a vocal piece, just a variety of repertoire on each concert. And that is so that everyone can find something that appeals to them and that they can fall in love with if they come to a recital. Usually I have a group of wonderful dedicated students from MUW who sit around with me in this beautiful office, and we all kind of program these concerts together. It's also good to do that with somebody else, because it's a lot of information of an event of this magnitude, and so it helps to have as many people as possible kind of checking the work. Due to COVID, of course, I'm not able to do that this year, and I miss my students. So I'm kind of spearheading the effort myself with the help of a colleague. And so the first step is creating the skeleton schedule, which is done in Excel. And now you get to see a little bit of what that entails. So what I've created here is there's a skeleton schedule. And what I do is I will fill out the person who submitted the proposal, their actual proposal, and the timing of their work. And I will get that information from the accepted program submission spreadsheet, which is, as you can see, it's enormous. Keeps going and going and going. But what I do is I find a proposal, I put it on the Excel skeleton schedule, and then I mark it as complete here in green, meaning it is done. And so as you can see, I've started, I have some more done, and I have to do a lot more. So it is kind of a fun Friday afternoon activity. Been here all morning, you'll probably be here all afternoon, but we have some caffeine to keep us company. So yeah, happy festival planning. Hello everyone, so it is now Saturday. I had to stop yesterday because my hand was falling off from pain from typing so much. I stopped at about 3, so picked it up again today with the help of the wonderful Valentin Bogdan. Thank you. And we have effectively programmed all of lecture recitals and papers, which are done in a similar skeleton schedule as the performances. And as you can see, the performances are also looking good. I have very few left to program, and we'll finish that tomorrow. So very exciting. It is now Sunday night, and our first draft is done, as you can see. Now that you can kind of have seen the first step, which is the skeleton schedule, to let you know what happens after this. After this, the skeleton schedule will be taken and developed into a Word document, which is a lot more user-friendly and a lot more beautiful. And once we get all the kinks out, because what happens during this skeleton stage is that people will email me back and say, oh, you forgot my proposal, or oh, you programmed me twice. It's a lot of information, so it's possible. Now that we have all that worked out, we create it into a Word document. This Word document, the program, will go into a larger program book. And another pieces of information that will go into that program book will be the biographies of everyone in the festival. So actually right now I have an email out to all the participants asking for their biographies, which they submit via Google Docs. So biographies, abstracts for the presentations, lecture recitals and papers, program notes for the performances and scores, and all that comes together into one very nice book, which will look like this, or this, or this, and finally this. I don't have the one for this year because it hasn't been made yet. And as you can see, it's a very extensive book. It keeps going and going. There are sponsors on the back. If you'd like to sponsor our festival, please let us know. And everyone who comes to the festival will receive a copy of this book when they arrive. So this is just what is an overall synopsis of what happens. If you'd like to hear more about the process from now until the actual event, please let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to hear about how finances work, please let me know in the comments below. I plan to make some videos during the festival as much as I'm able to, because I'm running around, so it will be difficult, but I will try my best. As always, thank you for watching. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.